Ritabroto, Sunny, Shakti, Pratap. Good to see all of you who are actually on the live here on my phone right here. That little inception right here, you can see them. But good to see all of you here. I love that you're joining me on this special recording here.
Thanks for this awesome video.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man.
Wow, I learned quite a lot. What I could understand, I learned, and I could see the difference.
Hey everybody, we are talking today about 11 mind-blowing strategies to actually upgrade your confidence level, and I'm actually doing a Facebook Live at the same time to make sure that I add maximum value to everybody here, because oftentimes one question I get from people is, hey, how do I become a confident speaker? And this is something that we go very much in depth inside our Confident Speaker Live experience and the Confident Speaker Conference. And confidence is not just about your communication, it's also the way you live your life. For example, many times you're going to see that you're going to have a lot of challenges in your life. For example, just a few days ago, I was going through a lot of health issues, not just myself, my family members, and I was spending a lot of time here and there, and it's one thing to actually maintain your confidence level when you are having all the good life, when you have a lot of money, when you have a lot of great health, when your relationship is going well. But the real thing is not how confident you are when everything is going good, but the real thing is how confident you feel when things are actually crushing you. That's when the real version of you is seen. That's when people see if you're giving up or you're going up, because people who give up, they don't go up. And I think the same thing applies to you if you are an athlete, whether you are a CEO, vice president, or whether you are a father. I mentor a lot of people who have read my book, I Love Public Speaking. They come to the Confident Speaker Conference, they come to the Confident Speaker Workshop, they join our Balanced Life Mastermind. And I often say that you have to follow the formula. So today what we're going to do is we're going to give you 11 strategies that you can use right now to upgrade your confidence level. Ritabroto, Sunny, Shakti, Pratap, good to see all of you who are actually on the live here on my phone right here. That little inception right here, you can see them. But good to see all of you here. I love that you're joining me on this special recording here. So let's go over that. The first thing I always tell people is that if you really want to be a confident speaker, tip number one is you have to wake up every single day and do the hardest thing first. Gotta do the hardest thing first. Many authors, Tracy calls it, eat the frog. So you wake up in the morning. Don't think I'm going to do my highest priority thing in the afternoon, because in the afternoon then you think I'm going to do the highest priority thing in the evening, and in the evening you're going to think I'm going to do the highest priority thing at night, and the night comes and you think I'm going to do the highest priority thing tomorrow, and that tomorrow you wake up again, the same cycle goes on and on and on, and before you know it, that tomorrow becomes next day, the next day becomes next day, that next day becomes next week, then next month, then next year, and that thing never gets done. And when that happens, does that really increase your confidence level? Fuck no! Hell no! If you really want to improve your confidence level, I encourage you, take out a piece of pen and paper and ask yourself, what thing I need to do right now? Or rather, not right now. What's that one thing I need to do tomorrow morning within the first 90 minutes? That if I do that, if I handle and attack that one thing, it's going to take my confidence level to the next level. Right? Ask yourself, you might think it might be a phone call that you need to make. It might be asking for that big order to that big client. It might be asking for that promotion. It might be asking and telling something to your kids. It might be one thing that you want to tell your spouse for a long time. But if you don't just procrastinate for a long period of time, it's not going to be a good thing. So that's why I tell people all the time, wake up and absolutely jump on it. Everybody has problems, nothing special about that. Whether you're a vice president of a company like my clients, or CEO like my clients, or you're a young guy, a young girl, or an old man. I mean, the most elderly person who has come to our program is 69-year-old. 69-year-old. Coming to our workshop, the Confident Speaker Workshop, to learn and grow. Why? Because they understand there is a next level of confidence level right there for them. So that's tip number one, wake up to do the hardest thing first. Number two is put yourself first. The first 60 minutes, I call it the power hour. Very important. If you wake up and if you read the newspaper, man, your mind is going to be totally negative. If you wake up in the morning and all you do is just worry, then your life is going to be worrisome. I need to tell you, wake up and do something, either something physical that actually, gets your endorphin rush, the serotonin, all the happy hormones for you. For example, I did not have time for the last 1 week. I've been so busy, I could not attend the thing that I love, my MMA classes. I'm learning from a brilliant coach, Mr. Anil, who's actually on the Facebook Live here right now. He joined a few minutes ago. But the thing is, I did not have the time for that. And I was feeling down for last 2 or 3 days, like, I'm not getting the time. So I went out and I went for a run in the evening. It was freaking hot here, but I went for the run. You know why? Because I wanted to put myself first. You need to put yourself first every single day. You need to put yourself every single day. Before you fulfill the duties of anybody else, before you take the client calls, before you do the management calls, before you do, take care of your students, before you take care of your family, you gotta take care of you. Because you can't give what you don't have. You can't give. If you don't have the power, you can't give the power. If you don't educate yourself, you can't give that education to somebody else. You have to be an example, not a warning. And that's why it's very important for you every single freaking day to put yourself first so that you can go to the next level. Third tip is you have to talk to new people every single day. Talking to people, like they say, talking to people is the hardest, the most biggest fear in the world. Talking to new people, public speaking. There is a study by Gallup organization, and they came up with top 10 fears in the world. Number 7 is the fear of snakes. Number 2 is the fear of death. Number 1 is the fear of public speaking. That's why I created the Confident Speaker Conference. This is my book. Many people have that. We don't sell that book anymore because I only keep the copy only for the Confident Speaker Conference members and the Banners Life Mastermind members. But dude, you have to understand how to talk to new people every single day. Every single day, whether you're talking to new strangers, you're talking to the receptionist, meet new people, get to know them. Every single day. I had a friend who was spending a little bit of time with me for the last few weeks, and he gets astonished that I talk to new gym members every single day, or I go out and I don't just say, oh my God, I need to talk to only speakers, I need to talk to only CEOs. No, I don't care about that. If there is a receptionist, I meet them, I ask their name, I know the name of the person. When I go actually learn MMA from my teacher, there is a guy who actually is responsible for keeping the keys to the locker room. I ask his name. What's your name, sir? He says, my name is Puran. I know his name. Why? Because I want to connect with people. Of course, I don't know everybody's name, neither should you, but it's important for you to grow your network, because write that down. Your network is your net worth. Your network, thank you for the loves. Your network is your net worth. So you need to learn to meet new people every single day. Number 4, don't fool around. Strategy number 4, don't fool around. Most people are wasting too much time for themselves. They are spending the time on Netflix. They spend more time. I put it on a blog post the other day that right now the World Cup is going on when I'm actually recording the video, and everybody's like, Team India, 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 and they're doing it, and I love that. I support India too. But if the people who are supporting India, if they became passionate about their own goals as much they are interested in the cricket, man, the entire India will be number 1 in the entire world from all different angles. I want that. I want everybody to become more passionate about their speaking. I want everybody to be more passionate about their career. I want everybody to become passionate about their life. Stop hanging out, stop doing things that don't serve you. You puff cigarette? Is it serving you? Dude, I've never puffed a cigarette in my entire life. And I'm nothing special. But because I know that I have a bigger future ahead of me, I know that I don't want to slow down. I've never had even a single beer in my entire life. I've gone to bars with my friends to have fun, but never a drop of alcohol directly. Never, no wine, no beer. Not saying that you don't have to have wine, beer. That's your total personal choice. But no, dude, I know I'm not here to fool around. I'm here for a purpose. A man without a mission is not a man, it's a boy. A woman without a mission is not a woman, it's a girl. So it's your responsibility not to fool around. That's strategy number 4. Strategy number 5 is hang out with people who want the best of you by actually making you uncomfortable. You hang out with 5 lions, like lions, you become the 6th one. You hang out with 5 dogs, you become the 6th one. You hang out with 5 millionaires, you become the 6th one. You hang out with 5 physically strong people, you become the sixth one. Why? Because you actually gather their habits, you gather their self-esteem, you gather their mentality. Because write this down, if you want to change your reality, first transform your mentality. How do you do that? You hang out with people. That's why we have people from 17 different countries who have come to the Confident Speaker Conference to attend the event. Dell Junior, hey, good to see you, man. The closer joining from USA, right? This is the thing, man. You have to hang out with the right people. That's why we have a community. Sunny, good to see you. That's why we have a community inside the Confident Speaker Workshop. The people who come here, not just to learn just the tactics, but because we have a community of leaders, speakers, managers, entrepreneurs, CEOs, the high-level people. And it took me years to build that community, but that's what you do. So hang out with people who actually want the best for you. Strategy number 6 is record your daily victories. If you have a journal, I wish I could show you right now, but I have like a bunch of journals, and I teach this inside the Confident Speaker Conference. Let me see. This is one of my journals that was given to me. It says Bishal Sarkar. I did not buy this. One of my clients gifted me this. If you can see this, gifted me this journal. Her name is Bharati. She sent me this, and I have a bunch of journals, diaries. You don't need like a fancy journal. You don't need a gift right now. But what you need to do every single day is understand this. You have to record your daily victories before you go to bed at night. So one of the things I teach my clients is something that I call the good night journal system. So before you go to bed every single night, take a piece of pen, take a paper, and write down 5 victories that I had today. 5 victories, small, big, doesn't matter. I went for a run. I spoke to a new beautiful woman. I shook hand with a business owner. I went ahead and helped a dog by feeding the dog some Parle-G biscuits. Whatever the thing is, take all the victory from here and dump it down on paper. Why? Because when you record your victory, that victory gives you confidence. Jesse Elder says this: confidence comes from evidence. Confidence comes from evidence. It comes from proof. And you need that every single day. So when you write down 5 things a day at night, that 5 good things that I did today, when you wake up next day, you have a new level of confidence, because when you're sleeping at night, your subconscious brain is actually giving you those happy hormones, thinking about all the good things that you did today. And when you do it one day, 1 week, 1 month, like so many victories amp up together, it's going to give you take you to the next level. That's strategy number 6. Strategy number 7 is you have to hang out. You have to have the courage to live your life in your own terms. Do you need courage? If you don't have courage, you will have bondage. It's important for you to understand that if you don't have courage, you're going to have bondage. And that's why it's important for you to understand that every single day you have to have the courage to live your life in your own terms. So absolutely, you need the courage to live your life in your own manner. Because most people, Dibbendu, good to see you, man. Man, we were planning to meet. Let's meet soon on Facebook Live. I have my friend Dibbendu here, my childhood friend from my school. See, here's the thing. We are taught as children to talk like somebody else. You have to talk like him. You have to dance like her. You have to speak like that person. You have to do the job like that person. That's why we become robots when we grow up. Because we don't have the originality anymore. Because we pick up so many programming from the school system, from the friend circle, from here, from there, that we actually forget that we are not here to copy somebody else. Jason Curry, the author, said many years ago, you were born an original, don't live like a copy. Man, powerful line right there. Can I get an amen in Facebook? Amen. You are born an original, don't live like a copy. And it's important for you to understand that. You are born an original. You, whether you are a teacher, an athlete, a CEO, a father, you are born an original. If you're a speaker, you are born an original. If you're a manager, you are born an original. Don't live like a copy. Don't live like a copy. Don't be a copycat. Don't run the rat race. Be the tiger and the tigress and the lion and the lioness of your own life. That's strategy number 7. Strategy number 8 is don't fear failure. The biggest reason most people never become successful in their life, in their career? Fear of failure. Fear of failure. Most people, even though they like that attractive girl or the guy, I will go But what if she says no? Buddy, if you don't ask, then the answer is automatically no anyway. Think about that. The answer is always no if you don't ask. So people often think this what if statement. What if I fail? What if I go for it and people laugh? People are gonna laugh. It's painful sometimes in the beginning. You know, when Michael Jordan played the basketball, in the beginning, I'm sure people laughed. But you have to go through the pain in order to have the gain. No pain, no gain. You must follow the process to get the progress. You must. It's painful in the beginning sometimes. That's why oftentimes people think, well, I just need an online course in speaking. I can read some books. Dude, it's not going to happen. You can't be great just by watching something online. Can you learn swimming? Can you become a champion of swimming just by watching it online? No fucking way. You need to have the tenacity, capacity, and the perseverance to make sure you follow through on your actions. Not just for 1 or 2 weeks, but for years, man, years. It takes years to become a master. Because most times we have a microwave mentality. You know, you put some rice in, the dal in, a little bit of fish, chicken in, and turn the button, teet, teet, and within 30 seconds to 1 minute, teet, teet, the food is ready, hot. Most people have that mentality. They want things now. They want to become millionaire now. They want to become the greatest athlete now. They want to be the greatest boxer now. They want to be the greatest speaker now. They want to be the greatest business person now. They want to be the greatest author now. But man, mastery is not an event. Mastery is a process. Follow that process. Tip number 8. Tip number 9 is voice your opinion even when it's hard. See, it's easy to be confident in front of your juniors. It's easy to be confident in front of kids. Oh, I'm the macho man. But when you go to the shopping mall and something wrong is happening and everybody's supporting the wrong, but you know this guy is right but nobody's supporting, what do? What do? I'll tell you what most people do. Most people don't go for any support. They don't support the wrong, they don't support the right. You know what they do? They say, Mera kya hai yaar? Leave it. I'll just take my things, I'll swipe my card, I'll go. I don't want to get into some fight. Dude, these people are not men and women. These are fucking idiots. If you don't raise your voice when something bad happens to somebody else, people will not raise their voice when something bad happens to you. And I'm not asking you to be a fight, I'm not asking you to fight there, but I'm asking you as a fellow human being, go and help people. I think it's an ethical responsibility. But we are taught as children, don't get into problems. It's your own life. Just play safe. And by playing safe, we don't grow our confidence level at all. So voice your opinion even when it's hard. You gotta voice your opinion, man. Something wrong is happening, step up and say, hey, I wanna talk to that person right now. Maybe everybody's coming against you, doesn't matter, man. That's what confidence is all about. Being a confident speaker is not about doing what's easy. Being a confident speaker is about doing what's right, even when it's hard. If that means supporting a needy person, do it. If that means supporting a lady, do it. If that means supporting a man, do it. Doesn't matter. We stand as confident speakers. We stand for what's right. We stand for what's needed. We show up for people when they can't show up for themselves. We stand for people when they can't stand for themselves. That's what being a speaker, that's what being a leader is all about. Leadership and being a speaker is not just a job profile. It's a character. It's a character, man. A lot of people I know, they are 45, 50-year-old, but they are children, kids. They don't have any guts to speak up. That's not right. And I think as an Indian, as a citizen of India, as a citizen of this entire universe, we have an ethical responsibility to stand up together for what's right. Being a confident speaker is not just about getting on stage and, okay, today I'll talk about this. It's not just about that. It's about standing up for what's right. It's important. And tip number 10 is you gotta master your public speaking. If you want to bring a change in the world, man, you have to be a leader. And if you want to be a leader, you have to be a speaker. There is no other way. There is no other way. That's why I'm so passionate about the Confident Speaker Workshop, because that's when I teach people how to become confident speakers. And can you imagine for a second, think about it, can you imagine how wonderful your life could become if you had 10 times more confidence level? Can you imagine how much money you could be making if you had 10 times more communication level? Can you imagine what kind of a leader you could be if you had 10 times better public speaking skills? It's absolutely possible for you. That's tip number 10. And tip number 11 is live fully, one day at a time. You know, most people are living a someday game. Someday I will improve my health. Someday I'll improve my public speaking. Someday I'll take care of my relationship. Someday I'll do this. Someday I'll do that. There is no someday. It's now or it's freaking never. It's now or never. I encourage you to make today a brilliant day. For all the people who are watching on Facebook right now, thank you so much for liking and commenting here. And those of you who are watching the replay, I appreciate all of you. I'm watching all the people on Instagram as well. And man, I appreciate all of you watching on YouTube. You are my family, and this is why I do what I do. Okay? Because most people are gonna regret after a bad life. Most people. But it's important for you to live today. Not for regrets, but for results. I want you to stand up, not for fear, but for bravery. Because the world needs more confident people. And you are that next confident speaker. Because playing that someday game, someday I will do that, someday I'll do this, there is no someday. I know many people who are dead and they never lived their best life only because they waited for a someday. Someday I'll start running. Someday I'll start writing that book. Someday I will do this. That someday never comes. Today is the day. And the world, Deep Jyoti, good to see you, man. That world needs more confident people, and you are that. And I want to thank everybody who has been emailing me, messaging us, calling this number here, my team, asking, hey, how can I join Bishal Sarkar's The Confident Speaker Workshop? That is the number one most practical public speaking course in India. We have people from 17 different countries who have traveled to India, to Bangalore to attend this event. We have people from, we had Dr. Benjamin from Africa. We had Tanman, good to see you. We had people from USA. We had people from Sri Lanka. We had people from UAE. We had people from Oman. We had people from all over last event we had somebody from Afghanistan. We had people from Canada. And of course in India we have so many different states that people have come from to attend the Confident Speaker Workshop. Why? Not to see me, even though I have a good face, but because we show you the step-by-step tactics and techniques to make you a confident speaker. And if you want to be that, call one of our team members. They're going to give you the details about how the program works. You can call Anupama if you want. And if you want a copy of the book, I Love Public Speaking, we're going to give some of the copies at the Confident Speaker Workshop again. We don't sell this book anymore. It's not available. You can't buy. We had somebody who recently called our team member and said, hey, I'll pay 1,500 rupees if you give us the book. And our team member said, no, that's not possible because we don't sell the book anymore. And to which the person who's calling said, hey, I'll pay you 2,500 rupees if you give me the book. We don't sell that book. The book, when we used to sell it, it was just 200 rupees at that time. But we don't sell the book anymore because I think it was too valuable. The information I put in is too valuable to give out to people just for 200 bucks. So that's why only the people who come to the program right now get a PDF copy, digital copy of the book, and people who join our high-level mastermind, the Balanced Life Mastermind, we give them a copy as well. But I want to see you at the Confident Speaker Workshop, whether you are joining from watching this YouTube video from USA or UK or Qatar or Australia or Sri Lanka or Nepal or India or Afghanistan or UK, I don't care. I want you to take a flight, come here. So I want to see you soon. Bishal Sarkar here, reminding you that confidence is not about perfection. It's all about connection.
I'm a man on a